Hi there, it's Tanya from Coaching Mum. In this video today, I'm going to share with you the 3 reasons that you might be freaking out about motherhood, or 3 reasons why motherhood is a little bit harder than we thought it might be. And the first one is we are continually on a learning journey. Most of us are used to being able to kind of learn how to do a job and then, understand how we do it and then feel like we're doing it well. But with motherhood, every season, every day nearly, is actually something that we haven't done before. So whether that's right from when we learn we're pregnant and we are starting to prepare for having a baby, through to having a newborn and a toddler and a preschooler, even through to from moving from one child to having more than one child. They're all new seasons and they're all things that we haven't actually done. And so we start to realize, actually, there's no manual. I can't read a book and know this is exactly what's coming next. And so it actually feels a little bit uncomfortable, and that's because we're outside of our comfort zone. We're learning a new skill. We're learning how to negotiate with little people who don't always do what we want. And so every season is a new learning opportunity for us, but that means we're stretching and growing all the time. And it might be one of those things that's actually like more than we expected to be able to do. We kind of expected we'd actually get it and we'd understand. An example of that is I had my first child and everything went really well with feeding and so on. And so I felt like, actually, I've got this, I know how to do this. And when my number 2 came along, they handed him to me and I went, I don't remember at all how to feed or how to do anything. And the thing is, we can prepare as much as we want, but until we've met our little person and we know how they are at eating and sleeping, we actually don't know how we're going to go with each child that comes along. We don't know what the process is going to be like, what the story is going to be like. And so being out of our comfort zone, we feel stretched and we feel uncomfortable. And that's one reason why we freak out. The next one is that when we become a mother, we gain a whole lot. Like, it's like our whole world opens up because we've got this little person to love. But we also lose something in that as well. We lose some of the freedom that we might have had and that we might have been used to having. Things like sleeping in, things like being able to go out with our girlfriends spontaneously, other freedoms that we might have really enjoyed, being able to eat what we wanted all the time, or whatever it might have been. We actually lose something. And even though we do gain a whole lot in becoming mothers, it's okay to acknowledge that there even might be some grief and some, adjusting as we think about the things that we've lost as well. Not to mention, of course, the fact that we often, we have to take time off work and things like that. So there might be some things that we actually lose some of our identity and our feeling of accomplishment in that as well. And that's something I think sometimes we don't actually talk about and don't think about very much, but it can actually take a real toll on how we feel about ourselves. The third thing is, the biggest change is it's not just about me anymore. So normally I'm thinking about me, I might have a partner, I might have my wider family and friends that I think about too, but mostly, I can kind of make a decision on what I'm going to be doing and where I'm going to be going. Suddenly when there's kids involved, that freedom disappears again of deciding I'm going to just duck out to the shops and quickly get that. No, it becomes a real, process of getting everyone into the car and everyone out of the car. And it suddenly becomes the fact that you're actually thinking for more than yourself, more than one person, or more than 2 people if your partner's involved. And you're thinking kind of about all these other people with all these different needs and how you can best address that. And normally when kids come in, it's into they come in and our lives are full already, and we actually have to put that huge extra demand on us, and often we don't actually realise how full on that is going to be. The fact that all the time we're constantly thinking forward, thinking how is that person, when do they need their nap time, or what food can I take. It's kind of like it makes it really hard even just to get away for a weekend. You've got all this preparation to do beforehand. During, you don't get a break because you're still trying to take care of your little people, and then after, all the cleanup and the fixing up of routines and sleep that kind of got mixed up as you were away. It's like, wow, suddenly there is so much more that you're going to have to be dealing with, and that takes a real toll on our energy, physically, mentally and emotionally. We have to kind of keep going because these little people are relying on us. But it's always stretching us, and it kind of takes its toll on how much we have to give out as well. That's kind of why self-care and knowing how you're going to proceed through that season of life is so important. So they're the 3 reasons that we are often, as mums, we have our freak out moments, and that's okay. Wherever you're at today, I hope that you can kind of learn from those things and really that they sink in and you go, this is why, it's normal for this to be happening as a mum. But you also feel encouraged because our kids bring us so much into our lives, so much opportunity for joy in the simple things, so much stretching and growing, learning about ourselves as well and how we are best made to love and serve other people as well. So wherever you are, I hope you feel encouraged by that. And I want to wish you all the best. Please get in touch if you need any more help or talking through things. But have a great day. Bye.